That is true. We are playing D&D indeed. Um, what have I called this campaign? Nocturne. So, I'm going to be calling this episode 1 for the purposes of the recording. Though obviously we have been playing this campaign for a bit of time. Um, so here we go. A little recap on everything that's happened so far. Well, for Wonder, an item you commissioned got stolen. You joined up with a group of other people who also had their item stolen. Uh, since as you had all commissioned it from the same person. You went through a bunch of adventures, returning those items to your possessions. And on those adventures, a couple things happened. You went to the Shadowfell by accident. You were only there for a couple hours, but when you returned, it seemed as if a month had passed in the real world, and there were some alterations to the world which you noticed. Other retrievals ended up in you guys being arrested. Um, this is still pre-Jakob, I believe. You guys got arrested. You broke out of. No, you didn't break out of jail. You got a bit of assistance, but were able to get out of the legal system scot-free with a fine, which technically still needs to be paid, but I don't know how. I don't know if that will be happening anytime soon, based on your current situation. You had a current stint with another changeling named Gexter. They got arrested, unknown charges, and then you had Jakob join your group, looking for some information about his crew that he lost at sea. You guys, for Jakob to get that information, also a bit of money, and the rest of the party who was looking to get parts for Gizmo as well as a bit of change. You guys robbed a train. That didn't go according to plan. And old Stint with a immovable rod derailed that train, leading to a bunch of chaos, killing a lot of people. And in the moment that you were about to be caught, a figure appeared, helping you escape, and you returned to your housing. The next morning, however, there was a knock at your door, and a group of the Lancers, as well as adventurers from the guild, were crowding your house and attempted to capture you that morning. The rest of your party relented. They gave up and were seemingly captured. You, however, you two, however, escaped on your lonesome. You ran to Volan's, leaving a trail for Takasha to follow. Met her and Volan's, had a brief discussion, had a brief mind discussion with a figure that called themselves Otto, which you are planning to meet this day. But you guys are on a fugitives run and are trying to get to the sea, apparently, but we'll see how that will go. So, last we left off specifically, you guys jumped off Volan's, being chased by a singular Griffin Rider who noticed you on your descent. You had a fight as you were falling from the flying city, a fight which you won, in a very, if I remember, in a very violent manner, as you, basically, a very awesome manner indeed, as you completely snapped his head from the rest of his body. You guys landed, I think, killing the Griffin. With you, Wanda, taking the form of another Griffin Rider, I believe. Changing your I forgot what it was called, but your like weave cloak into the shape of that armor that the rider was wearing. You ordered people away. You successfully convinced the common people that you were not criminals, and there was more going on at hand. But as you landed and you were making your way to wherever you're going, you heard an announcement which I'm going to repeat briefly now. So, the intercoms, this system that is one of the things that changed after you returned from the Shadowfell, pipes up and you hear the familiar voice of Felix Kudamara speaking. Uh, there's a there's a couple. I mean, despite the chaos there is, he does go through a couple sponsorships first, but then moves to the information that is relevant to you. He starts by saying, 2 days ago, there was an attack made on a train by a group that is believed to be members of some cult that worships the Dark Lord of Past. This attack killed many lancers of the Marauder Corps and nearly left many civilian victims. Thankfully, we believe no civilians have died. We have discovered no civilians that have died. However, some have been injured. The identities of the members of this group are unknown, save for two people. A changeling named Wonderhill Row has been determined to be a known extremist, previously attacking a Lancer constabulary, causing a rupture in the streets of Signatora, and is now believed to be a major proponent in the raid we previously mentioned a couple of days ago on the show made against Yaktul Dengel at a potion brewery by Venemagus. Left at the scene of the crime was a tiefling named Jandis Vignier, a model citizen who was trying to take back her identity from Wanderhill Row. The second member that we know of is a dwarf named Jakob, who has recently found himself in the city. Little is known about him, but you are to be warned. These fugitives are dangerous people, so be careful as you walk the streets. For those of you who have the strength to protect the city, a 3,000 gold bounty has been placed on the heads of Wanda and Jakob, each. Uh, 3,000 gold bounty. Some of the people around you will be confused. The people definitely like walked away, but there are people still around you as you are basically standing atop a dead griffin. Yep. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. I would say that it is around 6 right now. 6 a.m. Yes. No, you guys are in Signatora currently. You guys have been here enough to know that you are, I would say, around 15 minutes away from Gustabon's. Especially you, Wanda, you would know this quite intimately. So you have like 45 minutes, essentially. Oh yes, you can. You cannot speak to him at the moment. You can indeed give the rat well, actually, no, I think at this point the rat's still a bit traumatized from the fall. Yeah, yeah. He will definitely eat it, but there is like hesitation.
Between my toes.
Oh, yeah. You spoiled that rat.
Right. Just for the recording, I'm gonna say it wasn't recording your voices till now, so that's something. But
What?
it,
No, but so much gold.
yeah. Uh,
Oh
Yeah,
no.
gold is one way of saying cheese.
it is now it is now recording your voices, so we should be good.
You had to be there to get it. Sorry, recording.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, viewers.
Sorry, me in the future. Maybe Jack. No one else.
Oh no, definitely me. Hi, Jack. Hi, me.
Definitely balance.
Okay. Yes. The rat is definitely traumatized. But he does like slowly start nibbling at stuff.
Yeah, he loves it.
I think at this point he's too afraid to like leave your bag for now. But that might change in the future, but we'll see. I will let you roll some animal handling checks like later down the line to determine that.
I'll corrupt him. It's okay.
Of course. So, at this moment, you have uh, essentially 45 minutes to kill. So, if there's anything you would like to do at this point, Jack, I know you messaged me stuff that I haven't fully read yet. But if there's
Oh,
anything.
sorry. That was just the letters I wrote while we were hiding out in the shop. Um,
Right.
most of those I would have given to Takasha, but I do have two on me still. I'm going to give those to Gustavon when we're at Gustavon's. So
Um,
that's kind of background stuff.
Sure. Okay, cool.
I don't know if it'd be immediately relevant. But yeah,
I would
yeah,
like
good.
to.
Oh, sorry, no, no, no.
I would like to go get some cheese one day. I'll go find some
Yeah, I do
cheese.
think some brief shopping in some of the quieter streets may be worth our time. Um, if this auto guy doesn't pull through and get the second half of Orton back, I'd like some other tools with which to defend ourselves with. Orton, not that you aren't great, but I would like a little bit more than just hair for you.
Mm.
There is no response from Orton at this time.
That's perfectly fine. He's probably feeding off that Griffin soul. If I were to know him, um, yeah. So yeah, because yeah, I would also like to wear have some clothes that ain't just a guard uniform and my pajamas. I feel like either way, eventually I'm going to draw attention. So just a normal black hooded cloak. Sounds like it go swimmingly right now.
Primark time. What's the Veil? Is it Veil still? What's the name now?
Malus is the city.
Valus is a city, the Lancers are the police force.
So what's the Veilus equivalent of Primark?
The
Primordial.
Primarket.
uh sure. Prime market. Uh I would however say
Bit busy.
uh no, it is well, it would be busy. Yes, it would be
At
100%.
6 a.m.
Actually, maybe not, but it might not be open at 6 a.m. Uh
24/7 huge Primarket, a huge car park.
but I mean even more of a poignant thing aside that Uh, Primarket would be in the business sector, which is part
What?
of which
Oh
is a part of
yeah.
Signatura.
Oh,
But that is where the Adventurers Guild is. That would be where your house is as well.
the
But we
last
didn't.
place they'd expect to find us.
So you would be getting close to where everything went down.
Yeah. And what
They,
criminal would be stupid enough to go back to the scene of the crime? I say,
me.
honestly, yeah, we should go. Maybe our stuff will still be there, or my stuff will still be there, and I can pick some of it up.
I
No,
don't think we should
let's
do that.
not do this. Yes, sorry, bad idea.
But there are other spots in there are other spots in Signatura that you could go
Yeah.
to grab the stuff that you need. Uh, it's not that crazy hard to find shit.
I think that would be preferable because if we because we don't want to go to the business area because that would presumably be quite busy and people might recognize us easier. Whereas if we just go to like some mom and pop corner shop or like smaller tailors, I'm sure maybe they could even be bribed to not say our names if they do recognize us. So I feel like that would be preferable even if such a place does exist that we are aware of.
Yes, I would, especially with your like rogue knowledge, there's definitely
Okay.
spaces in Signator that you could go to. Uh, I would say that there's the Metal Mile, uh,
Ooh.
which is just a road that runs perpendicular to like the main road in Signatora, that you could go to, and people wouldn't really ask questions. They do not like
Perfect.
care to know people. Maybe with your status that might be different, but it's probably the place that you would want to go.
Hey, with our new gains of 4,000 gold, I'm sure we
Holy
can
shit, we're rich.
silence. We can bribe some questions. Oh wait, shit. Oh, is it three? Do we know if the bounty is 3,000 gold each or 3,000 for both of us?
It's 3,000 gold each,
Okay.
and that is sorry, no, I'm wrong. It is just 3,000 gold. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm sure like 10 to 15 gold bribe would be plenty. Let's give it a go. I say, hey, you want cheese? I want swords and clothes. Let's go to the middle mile.
Oh,
They sell great cheese there. I assure you.
okay.
Righty. How are you moving through Signatora?
Through the back street, surely.
Yeah, the less popular. I'm in a guard uniform at the moment.
I'm gonna
That was a
put,
really bad idea of mine to
I'm gonna
use
put
my
my hood
once a
up.
day thing, but um, yeah, I think I'm trying to walk confidently so that I don't like look suspicious by sneaking in a guard uniform. But obviously, yeah, less populated streets, back alleys, that kind of thing. So there aren't too many people to notice me in the first place.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna do something a little bit wacky here. I'm gonna have you roll a stealth
Oh,
check.
D20.
Oh no,
But you'll be using your
With
survival mod.
advantage.
You'll be using your wisdom instead of your
wisdom.
charisma.
What?
Not sorry,
Oh,
wisdom instead of dex. Sorry.
oh.
Could it not be charisma instead? Because I'm trying to pass myself off as a
Could
guard.
it not be charisma? Because I have
Uh,
6 in charisma.
I am gonna argue in this case, it's more about the back streets rather than the uh your appearance. That's really it's can you navigate the streets well enough? Do you know the streets well enough to like navigate to the Metal Mile without being caught?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Understood. Okay.
I rolled a 9 plus 2. Wait, no, plus wisdom. So plus 1. But then I'm proficient in stealth.
Yeah, so add your
Yeah, my
proficiency
proficiency.
bonus.
Okay, so oh, I'm half proficient. Okay, yeah, I got 11.
11.
But I'm following Wanda, right? Wanda
Yeah,
gets a shit.
it's a
Yeah,
group roll, but your average is still good with both of you combined.
I got 19 because it's 14 minus 1 for wisdom, but I'm an expert in stealth.
Yes.
So,
So, you, I think that's like a 14, 15 average. So, yes, you are able to navigate the back streets well enough. You know, Signatora well enough to be able to, weave your way through the city. And, with your guard's uniform, there's definitely, especially Griffin Riders, because I would say Griffin Rider is a bit more, it's like definitely different in appearance to that of regular Lancer. There are a couple like odd stairs as you're walking through as you're walking through the back streets that people are just confused uh, at what's going on, and there's definitely with the vibe of going like some people like thinking of maybe mugging you, but thankfully none of that occurs. You are
Um,
walking confidently enough uh, right now to make your way through the city, and no one seems to recognize you. If I'm correct, just so I know in the future, you haven't done like have you done makeup stuff yet, or
no, I've
is
not. I've not had makeup to do
yeah?
makeup stuff with, unfortunately.
So your
Is
scar is
terrifying.
still showing.
Yeah, it's quite visible.
Right.
Quite badly.
Hey, to be fair, that makes him look fucking hard as shit, man. Like, no one's
Yeah, but
gonna
it's also
fuck with
very
you.
recognizable.
Also, I'm changing Jakob's voice because Jakob's a pirate. So Jakob's gonna speak like this from now on.
Okay.
I feel like we'll get on like a house on fire.
So with what I said before of the metal mine being perpendicular to the main road, there is a point where you have to like pass the main road. And there is a lot of people just walking through the streets. The city is like slowly waking up, and the main road especially is people like kind of moving to get to work and stuff. There's definitely a busy portion of how you there is definitely like a busy main road that you will have to pass. So it's up to you if you want to change how you're like getting through there.
Um, if it's perpendicular, would there not be like it goes through the main
Sorry,
road, or is it like
parallel,
going
parallel. I messed
parallel?
up.
Right.
I messed up in speaking. Parallel.
Yes. Okay. No, that makes sense. No, I feel like comfortably walking, and unless on the way would I know of any like makeup places? Because that is actually I forgot about that. That was something that would have to be quite urgent, or should be quite urgent,
In terms of makeup places,
or just like an or like somewhere that would have like an apothecary or like a med, it's like somewhere that would have like salves or something. So maybe I could even just like bandage it. If there isn't like makeup.
yeah. In terms of an apothecary, um, you roll a history check.
Oh, should it not be a charisma check?
No.
Okay. Where's history? Where's history? That's history.
A 3. You do not know of any apothecaries or such businesses in the area, unfortunately.
Well. Yeah. Then I say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I say we should just. Hey, Jacob. What do we feel about just confidently walking through like we own the place, like in and out, as lickety split, nice and quick, straight through the street, no detours, no nothing.
That sounds like a plan, matey. Yarr, I'm a I would
Yeah,
put
you
my
okay?
foot
Yeah,
up.
you sound different. As being on the run is really put your voice through a lot.
Yeah, yarr.
So
Indeed.
true.
Yeah.
At this point, I will say,
As we get closer to my boat, so I get the feeling back. I get the part out of my itches. Yes.
I shudder to think what you'll sound like when we get to your boat.
Okay, so, this time roll a performance check for me, and this again will be both of you rolling it.
Is that with any special modifier?
No, it's just
Could
a
it
base
be-
performance check.
Could it be deception and
I got-
slash? Does make
3 minus 1.
Okay.
No, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, never mind.
Okay, right. Would my active feat affect this? Because I'm trying to pass myself off as someone I'm not.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Okay, perfect.
A 21 and a 1.
Would my observant feat affect this, Jack?
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Is Jack observant?
I mean, he's observant. I don't think that helps him.
Yeah. Yeah, you already know it's me. I'd hope you still recognize me and don't mistake me for a guard.
You walk confidently through the main road. And you seem to be fine. You get through the main road without any issues. It's a bit of a it's a bit annoying, like pushing past a couple of people as you're trying to like essentially you're walking perpendicular to most people. So that's a bit of annoyance. But you do make it through the main road. And continue to the Metal Mile, which is a very immediate like shift in tone, and rather Uh, so yeah, there's a very immediate shift in tone, and you immediately hear like the shift in music and in like the street performers, and you see a lot of dwarves here, living down the metal mile, and there is metal music being performed, but there is also music being made from metal. As you see some dwarves like clanking away and producing like beats with the various tones that the metal is producing with the various different implements they used to hit the metal with. Um, so, uh, so the Viper is definitely less busy. A lot of people aren't like staring at you explicitly. Maybe to you wonder as you are now essentially a lancer in the middle of a more uh, crimey neighborhood. So
Yeah.
you're kind of drawing a lot more attention uh, than you were before as you enter the road. But easily enough, you are able to find a shop. What is you're looking for? Cloaks?
Um, cloaks, a dagger, darts, and like now they're in the metal area. Maybe like a helmet or like a mask or a visor or something. Again, to cover my face. I don't think there'd be like.
Uh,
I doubt there'd be an apothecary or like
yeah.
a makeup place here.
Weapons and darts, easy enough to find. A cloak too. In terms of makeup, uh, I feel like just based on how I've described this, you wouldn't really. It's not gonna be your widest selection. It's gonna be like a lot of goth makeup.
Oh, perfect.
So you could essentially find like black like paints and stuff or like pale paints like would just cover your face. It might look a bit odd depending on your skin tone, but
Yeah. Would I?
uh,
Was there
the,
like? Sorry.
go ahead.
Because there's like blacksmiths and stuff. Would there be like fires and soot and stuff? Like, could I just make my face look dirty and like
Yes,
hands and stuff look dirty?
100%. Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
cool. That I might just do that then.
Yeah,
Um,
that is easy enough to do as you're just walking down. You
Is
can
it-
just spread soot on your face.
yeah.
Awesome. Just
Uh,
Perfect.
but yeah, you get to like the corner of like one of the roads that intersect the Metal Mile, and there is just a very small smithery where there is definitely just something around you can paint on your face. It is a blacksmith though, so in terms of daggers and darts and other weapons, you would be able to find it here as well.
Perfect.
So
You're not gonna you're not gonna get some weird looks just putting soot on his face.
I mean
I'd
there
try
are
and do it nonchalant.
there are weird looks, but people don't really care.
I'm already getting weird looks. I'm already weird.
Yeah, fucking giraffe legs over here in the dwarven play. Get out.
Yeah, I might.
Get out, Tawns.
The way
Tall
my
spawn.
changing clothes work, do they still like? Obviously, I can't change the way they look, but only once I'm a shortest. But if I were to change size because I'm a changeling, would they like change to match that at the very least, or
If you were to change it to be smaller,
say again,
like
sorry?
they can like shrink um in
Make a young
visually,
robot.
but with how your clothes change, it's kind of like an no, your clothes physically change, so yes, no, you could do that. You can shrink it if that's what your intent is when you're shifting.
Yeah, yeah. I think at some point, now that we're in the dwarven area and I've got soot on my face and stuff, I might try and like find an area where I can shape change into a dwarf. So once I have the cloak over the armor, that is still I'm actually drawing attention to me because I'm still wearing griffin armor. Um, I can just look like a cloak, a dwarf, soot on my face. I look like I'm kind of like from this kind of area more often, and so I won't get as weird looks for having just walking around the streets with looking really dirty.
Yeah, 100%. As you what if as you get to this Blacksmith 3, daggers are two gold pieces each,
Perfectly fine.
and darts are
Oh,
5 copper
for
piece.
each.
Yeah, 5 copper per dart.
Yeah.
Dog, you're getting ripped off.
So how much gold? So 1 gold would therefore get me to 10? No, 20 darts.
20 darts. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to spend 3 gold and get a dagger and 20 darts.
Okay, that is easy enough. The dwarf handling this blacksmith is just like, oh, of course, yes. Here are the darts and dagger.
Arr.
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 Thank you, my good man.
Or you better not be making fun of our accent, you stilt walker. Arr.
I'm a dwarf now. What are you talking about,
Oh,
Stiltwalker?
never
I'm the same
mind.
height as you.
Oh, I forgot.
Brother, we've been
Oh,
brothers for 40 years now.
Oh,
How could
I've
you
been
forget?
drinking so much whiskey. Oh,
It's not even 6:30 in the AM yet. Arr.
that's what makes it more based.
May I ask you to politely leave my shop?
Sorry,
No.
my comrade. That is all. Have an excellent
Conrad.
day. Comrade. My dwarven brethren.
My comrade. What the
Comrade, you're sick. You're sick.
I'm
so sick I ripped my headphones out.
What is happening?
Well, the hair.
Yeah.
We're so awesome.
So true. You have your shit. You still have, I would say, I feel like that would have taken 20 minutes, so you still have
20 minutes?
25 minutes to go. And this, like, I feel like, from my Gustabons is, Gustabons, Gustabons would be on that main road. So,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, so it would be, I would say, from where you are, it would be like 10 minutes now.
Would I also be able to get like? So I was able to get the cloak as well, right? Or was that? Will you have to go to somewhere else for that?
You would probably have to go somewhere else for that.
Okay.
However, I think with your, either you have a decent perception, I think. There are just like some cloaks and stuff like left just in the shop, just hanging around.
Ooh. Sorry to bother you again, comrade. But those cloaks over there, are they for sale?
How much you offering?
Oh, well, for a cloak like that, they're in a sorry state of repair. But I would happily hand you over 3 silver for one of them.
Done. And he shakes your hand like
Excellent.
quite gleefully.
Perfect. I don't know how. I forget how the economy works. I don't know if 3 silver is a lot for a cloak.
Probably.
Oh, there.
So you now have cloaks.
Excellent. Yeah, I think I would have gotten a cloak for. Oh, actually, I need 2 cloaks. One for dwarf me and one for big me.
You would only see dwarven cloaks here.
Yeah, that's understandable. Nah, I'll be fine. I'll just take it.
You can buy me a cloak.
I'll
Buy
grow
me a
into
cloak.
it.
Buy me a cloak. I need a cloak.
You just got paid as well, brother. You buy yourself a cloak.
My comrade, I would like to buy this cloak for 2 silver.
It'll be 3 silver, thank you very much.
2 silver and 5 copper.
2 silver and 7 copper.
Or you're taking the piss now, PTR.
It's 2 silver and 7 copper. I'm not going any lower.
Very well, good day, sir.
Okay. You part with your 2 silver and 7 copper and also acquire a cloak.
Oh, I meant I was walking out. I guess I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, never mind. It's up to you.
No, I'll buy the cloak.
Okay.
I like to give him a stern look and say, "Are you good? Good day to you, sir. Oh, get that bread, king. Skibbity toilet."
He just will look confused as you walk away. Right. You are in the Metal Mile, 10 minutes away from your meeting.
Can I? Can I say to a random person? Can I look at the roughest person I can find on the street? And can I go up to them and go, "Arr, mateys, you got that skibbity toilet made in Ohio, level 100 Riz, Phantom Tax Jet."
Before he says that, could I grab him by the arm and be like, "Our brother, we should probably not be drawing attention to ourselves."
Who the fuck are you?
Sorry, excuse my brother. He is not right. Ever since he was born, he's had difficulty with people. Please pay him no mind.
What did he call me? That seemed mighty rude of him.
Oh no, it's a childhood joke. It's a big insult, and it's a big
It's a big insult. What the fuck?
Sorry, I also am not good with words.
That person is gonna actually grab you by the collar, Jack.
Fuck. Oh god.
What does it mean?
Oh, it means you're a broken sword hilt. I'm dreadfully sorry. It won't happen again.
What? He's gonna go like to punch you in the gut.
Ooh, does he look like? No, I shouldn't murder. I'll take it. I'll take my lumps.
You will take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, that's what I get. You know what? Fair enough. Oh. And Doug's dead.
And then he's just gonna throw you into the ground and be like, "You get off these streets right now, or else if I see you again,
Sorry.
I'll beat both of you up."
Of course, comrade. I'm terribly sorry. Have a great rest of your day.
You guys can walk away.
Okay, great. Hello, Doug.
Skibbity toilet stuff, and then my computer should be like black and stop working.
Or black is the eye I now have.
Yeah, so sorry, what did anything happen in response to me saying that to that person? Also,
I tried to intervene.
Jack accidentally, well, he tried to intervene helping you and then misspoke and said it was an insult. So he got punched instead.
Yeah, I IRL meant to say compliment and instead just said insult. So then I got punched for it. But you were fine. I was trying to grab you and tell you that, hey, we should not be brother, we should not be drawing attention to ourselves, probably.
Sorry, it's just so feeling so skibbity. Also, Ian, I forgot to mention, I have to go at 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
that's
the
all good.
hell? That's only 45 minutes away.
Well, we normally 2-hour session. We start at 9.
But our japes are being cut short.
I'll cut your balls short.
Is there anything?
Jacob, I feel like
Is there anything you would like to do before going to Gustavans?
No.
I think I'm alright, but I would like to take Jacob aside and be like, we should probably not use our real names while we are wanted criminals. I on the fly came up with a neat anagram of my name again, so call me Elira Danwo.
I will not remember that, but you can call me.
I put it in the Nocturne chat.
What is the Nocturne chat, you
It's the group chat we have, brother.
I cannot find it on my phone.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh well.
Can you show me how to use WhatsApp?
No. But what should I call you? So that I'm
Simon.
not calling you Jacob.
Alright, you
Simon?
can call me Simon.
Simon, okay, Simon.
Simon. We should go find a wig for me because my bald, shining head reflecting the sun and burning all around is quite a giveaway.
It might not be a bad idea.
Right. As you guys get to the main street, you will now at this point see lancers walking through the street. Not as like a major group. They're all like they're spread out through the street with papers, which they are posting to some walls. And some are just turning in into other streets and doing the same.
I feel like we should get out of here as soon as we can.
Arian, can I look what the pictures are or the posters are from a distance?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Let me check my modifier.
I already have a bad feeling about this.
I rolled a 19, and that makes a 23. My plus 4.
A 19 from the distance you're at.
23.
A 23. Yeah, from the distance you're at. It is a bounty poster. For there's one with your face on it and one with Wanda's face on it. And not just Wanda's face. You see the face of an older elven gentleman by Wanda's face on the same poster as that one. You also see the face of a what creature was Rihanna?
She was a furbolg.
Spider.
So you see a furbolg, I think with a blue skin, if I remember.
Yes, indeed.
And I think those are all yeah. There are 3 faces on one poster. One of them is Wanda. 2 of them I don't believe you recognize as Jakob. The other poster is just your face with your very, very bald head.
No! Ellie Rodandro, they're doing me dirty and showing my bald head on my wanted poster. We should go rip it down.
Jakob, with your armor, do you have a helmet of some kind you could wear to cover your baldness for the time being?
Yes, but I also have this cloak here that I bought.
Could you wrap it around your head, like a bandana or something?
Yes, I can.
You could look like a little babushka.
Yeah, as quick as these lancers like filter through the streets, they move on to like go further into the city and post them throughout. I would say you would eventually get closer to one of them as you're approaching Gustabon's, and there is on the poster, you are to be captured dead or alive. If you are if you are captured dead, the reward is 3,000 gold. If you are captured alive, the reward is 5,000 gold.
We are worth a lot of money. I'd like to whisper. So yeah.
Can you stop calling me Jakob?
Sorry, Simon.
It's Simon.
Simon?
Yes. Is that so hard?
Oh, like the chipmunk. Sorry, I thought it was Simon. Like you were. Like, self-esteem.
Anyway, Alvin, we should turn each other in and claim the gold.
I think that's a terrible idea.
I would note as well, Wanda. As you also take a closer look at the posters, your scar is distinctly like on your face and all through the pictures.
Yeah.
Wanda, who are the other 2 with the identical scar to you?
I think you might have met Rihanna at some point, maybe? How long have you been with us for?
I don't know. D&D time works.
I'm pretty sure you have met Rihanna. These are my other faces I like to wear. This one is quite noticeable, even more so since B fireballed it.
I think we should speak a little quieter. But anyway, I think that we should go and kidnap these people you disguise as. Give them a scar like yours, and then hand them in for money.
Well, out of character, this will all, in character this will all be whispered, but I cannot out of character do this voice in a lower volume. So this will all be in hushed tones. However,
Okay.
in character, I will also say, well, the tiefling lady is unfortunately already. Well, I don't know what happened with her. I'm still trying to figure that out. She's probably dead, but I don't know if I fully understand that yet. The elven bloke, he's also going to be quite difficult to get a hold of. And the tiefling and the fur lady, I kind of made her up, slash maybe recognized her face from like the deep recesses of my mind off the street, but I do not know how to find her.
Yeah.
What do you
The
That
mean
is
you made her?
the older elven gentleman, just to confirm, it is Noah.
yes.
Yeah.
Noah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
d-
so you are Noah?
You don't know. You don't even know Noah. Jakob doesn't even know.
Jakob
Noah.
doesn't
How
know
dare
I'm
you?
saying
Noah.
this out of character.
Yeah, obviously.
If I'm not speaking in the pirate's voice.
Oh, sorry, of course.
Wait,
Right.
no, I did not say that. No, you.
Wait, but
Was-
you're using the voice.
Shut the fuck up. That was Jacob also said that though in a normal voice.
Sorry.
As you approach, no, that's all good. As you approach, Gustabons, busy as always. Is there anything you're doing on your approach?
Keeping a very distinct eye out for either guards or the people that Yakdal's guys who were stalking us and this place before. There was like a blue dragonborn. I think there was a kobold as well. Um, I again check it out for not only guards but also like agents or people who look like they are like stationed here.
Sure.
But may not
Roll
look
a perception check for me.
Can I also
Excellent.
roll perception check?
Uh-huh. You can indeed. Not
I got
20.
a 17.
17.
wonder.
Right. So, something you notice immediately about Gustabons itself. Gustabons, being very popular, is usually very busy. There are usually, and it is still busy, that's not really changed. However, Gustabon himself always likes to keep some seating arrangements inside. There's usually around 3 tables, but you will notice that today none of those seating arrangements are available. Those have all been moved out the way. It is a bit busier than usual, so that might be the reason. But that's just something you notice, which is different. You would also see, I think it's Catherine.
Yes.
Doing. You'll also see her working inside in the bakery. Just chilling, existing. But she trails off to to the back and doesn't really reappear. Probably just doing some work in her back. That's not very uncommon. In terms of agents, guards, lancers, such things, there's definitely a couple poster boys essentially that have just passed by. There aren't any lancers that you can see. And you can't. You also do not see any of the Geldern people that you previously mentioned. The Blue Dragonborn's not there. Might have died on the train tracks. We don't know. The kobolds and such also aren't there. So on that front, you're good. Lancers, apart from the poster boys who are passing by, don't see any. Across the street, I would say technically on the side you're on, a bit further away from you though. There's a little coffee shop. There, there is a person just reading a newspaper They look to be a human from what you see currently. They are occasionally glancing over the newspaper at Gustavons. They are sitting facing Gustavons with the newspaper in a way, but they are glancing over every so often. To the other side of you, there is another like small cafe. This I would say more tails towards like food as opposed to the previous coffee shop. You notice a similar thing. This time a table of two people, just talking, looking casual. But every so often you kind of see them sneaking glances towards Gustavons. And Gustavons is quite eye-catching. But they are repeating glances every so often, almost like regularly, I would say. So like the person in the newspaper, like I would say every minute or so, kind of just dips it slightly, takes a look. And the people talking, like basically once every 30 seconds, they both also like take a look on rotation. And that regularity of the glances kind of strikes you as odd.
Yes. Interesting.
But near Gustavons itself, you don't see anything odd.
Who are we looking for? Alvin.
My name's Elira, brother.
Okay,
but
Alvin.
okay, fine.
Speaking
but we're
of
looking
which,
for.
yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of which, with that 25 as well, you would see, very hard to see. So if you did not, I would say if you did not roll a 25, you would not see this at this distance at the very least.
Genius.
Waiting by the door is
It's Theodore.
is an otter on two hind legs, wearing a suit, wearing a top hat and a monocle. Currently with a watch on one of his hands, currently like tapping his foot, just looking at his watch.
I think we found our Theodore, Alvin.
I think so too, Simon, but I would be wary. Try and keep your back to these coffee shops either side of us. I do not get a good feeling about the patrons who are currently sitting there. I won't. I will describe them as a scamp, but I won't. Please do not look over your shoulder and make it obvious. They seem quite good at what they do. I would also be wary of going inside the bakery. Some things have been moved around in there, and I mean, they might, if they know so much about me as to my other faces, they might know that I like this place quite a lot, so could come here. It may be trapped or alarmed, so if you can at all, please refrain from going inside the bakery.
I will refrain from going inside.
That's very good.
Arr.
But yes, let us go talk to our otter friend.
Righty ho. You cross. You cross the road.
Yeah, if at all possible, I'd like to try and position myself so that I'm kind of like blocking the eyesight of the two people. And yeah.
We might be a bit short for that.
Well, don't worry. I'm an older brother. I am slightly taller than you. And
I mean,
and is quite crowded at Gustavons. I'm sure I
You
could.
Yeah.
old bitch.
I would also say that the otter is technically shorter than you. Like on its hind legs, it's quite tall. But it's still shorter than both of you. Being dwarfs.
That's fine. I hope to God that they don't know we're meeting the otter. Otherwise, we're in deep shit already. But I just want to make sure
Yeah.
they don't see Jakob because he is less disguised than I am.
The otter seems like a
Sure. I will. I mean, I would like you to both roll stealth checks, and this.
Oh, it's so over.
If you're, how are you trying to blend in with the crowd?
I don't think I am because. Oh, actually no, because we're trying to meet the otter. Yeah, no, I think I am then. I think I'm trying to be hidden as opposed to walking with confidence as usual.
Okay.
I
So-
rolled a 21, Arian.
Okay. If you're if you're angling to blend in with the crowd, then we're gonna add your charisma modifier. If you're angling to just not be seen, we're gonna use our dexterity modifier.
I'm doing not be seen
I think I'll
because
blend it
my
with the crowd.
charisma's -2.
Okay,
I'll blend it with the crowd.
I got a 21 now.
okie dokie.
I got a
21 and a 27. You guys approach the shop, and as you get within as you get within 30 feet of the shop, you feel a presence in your mind.
Oh no.
This be familiar.
Yes, indeed it does. As you get within the tree and you feel that presence, you also notice the otter's gaze shifts towards you. Both of you.
Arian, I might be lagging, or you might be lagging.
I might
I
be
believe it was
lagging.
Ariane, but I got the
I
gist.
think we're back.
The otter is now
Right.
looking at us.
Cool.
I would like to wink.
Oh, you obvious bitch.
And as you wink back and he notices you, he's gonna join the shop, the line of Gustabon's bakery. And
Really don't want to go inside.
glance at you for a moment, and then just stay in the line, waiting.
Is the line is Ghost One so popular the line goes out of the shop, or is he now inside the shop?
The line would go out of the shop, but at the time you're at currently, 7 a.m., I would say the line is still somewhat short in for Gustavons.
Yeah.
But it's definitely growing.
Oh, we should join the line. Oh,
I really do not want to join that line. Call me paranoid, but I do not trust the interior of this shop.
Okay.
To not be alarmed or trapped. There are suspicious people looking at the shop. I would like to try and get
people in the room with us right now.
We're not in a room, we're outside on the street.
I know, I'm calling you schizophrenic. I did not see any suspicious people.
As you guys are like hesitating, you will hear in your minds, "Join me in line. You will be fine."
Can I reply? I'll be like,
Can we reply?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that sounds mighty suspicious, friend.
listen, bud, I don't trust the inside of that shop. Stuff's been moved around in there. There are people watching the building. Tell me they're with you where I'm walking.
You are worried about the 3 people across the street.
Yes, I am. Very much so.
There are more around. I will let you know where they are. Just join me in line.
Okay. I'd like to join the line.
I'm too paranoid for this.
I will help
I'd like
you.
to do it quick.
I will help you leave the situation, but we do need to talk.
Why did we meet a fucking Gustabons, right? It's the stupidest idea ever.
Well, because I didn't know they'd A, can't on that quickly, and B, it was just a location that we, like, all knew of.
They are suspicious.
Plus I need to...
They are suspicious of the man inside who owns the shop.
Okay.
If they see him not helping you, he will be cleared of that suspicion. It's a win-win.
Can I insight check this voice?
Sure. I'll say insight with disadvantage just because it's a mind
that's-
speak.
Well, if I help,
That's fine. Before I roll it, yeah.
How are you helping?
Yeah, what?
I'm also inciting it. So it's basically like we're doing one roll.
You can both roll at disadvantage.
Bitch.
Yeah. Regardless of why insight, I would also like to afterwards perceive and see if I can find like an easy escape avenue should things fly south. Because I don't know this man. I don't trust this man. I don't trust the situation. I'm on edge. I'm on high alert. I don't.
I got 11. That's my final roll.
I would say both of you don't really glean additional information from the voice in your heads. In terms of the perception check, as it stands currently, the people from what you notice, people that are watching, the people that you notice are watching are across the street. So
Mm,
if you run away, theoretically, if you run away fast enough, you will be fine.
yeah. I think just this more.
They would still
That's
have
fine.
to cross a busy street to get to you. So
Yeah.
you have a bit of time to get out of
I'm
there.
still anxious because the otter said there's more, so I don't know if there are more closer that I'm now
Hmm.
not seeing. But I will join the otter in line, begrudgingly, but willingly. I don't like this. I really don't like this.
Okay. You join the otter in line. He will ask you to like join him, and kind of cut in front of the people that would be behind him at this point.
I'd like to say to the people, sorry, I'm just going to my friend there.
Terribly sorry.
A bunch of people would just be like, "Fuck you."
Alright, do you want a piece of me, mate?
I don't think they do, Jakob. I don't. Please. I don't think they do, Alvin.
What did you call me?
I don't know anymore. The names have gone skewy.
As you say, Jakob, the otter just starts coughing, like trying over you.
I'm sorry, Theodore. My friend here, Simon, is a bit of a fucking idiot.
Worry not, worry
Wait,
not. And this
no,
time,
I am Simon. He is Alvin.
I
the,
thought so, but yeah.
this time the otter speaks, like physically, not in your head. Worry not, worry not. It's early in the morning. We're all a bit scatterbrained.
Some more than
Fucking
others, it
say that again.
seems.
In your head, you'll hear there is one further up in the line. There is one that might be that seems to be joining at the end. They haven't noticed you just yet. Can you focus on talking in your heads and physically at the same time?
I don't know about
Yes,
you, but I got a bit
no.
of practice with that kind of thing, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
I don't know
Out
if I
of
could do
character.
that.
I'll be like, sorry, out of head. I'll be like,
Mhm.
wonderful weather we be having. I cannot wait to dine on Gustavon's sweet meat pies.
Yes, yes, I've been waiting quite a while to try one myself. I've never really had the opportunity.
Arr.
I hear good things.
Okie dokie. Okay,
Despite
back.
working on...
No, go ahead.
I was going to just say inane small talk to
Okay.
fill in the
Yes.
out of character talk.
Back,
Avoid.
back in your heads.
Classic. I
Uh,
loved it here.
let me get straight to the point. I want to go to the Shadowfell. It seems like the source of all the bad things happening in the city. All of these portals that seem to be appearing go there. All of the troubles start there, and I want to investigate. But to do that, I need information and I need allies. So all I'm asking is you to shed light on a situation that I believe that you were in previously.
Okay.
Whatever helps with this. Whatever helps with this Shadowfell, whatever. It's really fucked me over. So I'm happy to do whatever I can to fix it.
Of course. How did you get to the Shadowfell?
I believe we were in the Gladrian Forest. Yeah, Jacob wasn't here for this. But we were in the Gladrian Forest hunting for some guy called Byron. He's a pirate, part of the Lepless Pirates, so the Jolly Ranchers, some sort of gang. We were looking for him in the Gladrian Forest. Stumbled across his hut. It was dark on the inside, bright on the outside. So we went inside, and we happened to be in the Shadowfell. We walked around for a bit, fought some giant spiders, fought a giant parrot, I think, fought a giant suit of armor, and then some guy was sacrificed, I think, or nearly sacrificed. No, we saved the guy from being sacrificed, and when we killed the suit of armor, a portal opened up and we hopped back out, and a month had passed, and things were strange and skewy and different, and I do not appreciate it. I missed 2 dates over the course of that missed month, and I'm fucking furious about it.
Okay. You move further into the line. Future.
Wait.
Huh?
When Wanda's saying in the head about pirates, I'll be like, "Oh, you spoke to pirates, eh? Oh, what are these pirates?" I'm trying to
Yeah,
suss
they,
them
they
out.
stole our shit. They were fucking jerk offs. They were nothing compared to you, Jacob. They didn't deserve to be called pirates if you catch my drift.
Who are these pirates? Where can I find them?
Oh, we dealt with them. I wouldn't. No, forget about it.
Are they dead?
Tagashi was one of them. Most of them. It's honestly really nebulous. One of them was already dead. We think.
Huh.
2 of them were possibly already dead. Orton, I have no idea what the deal with Orton is. And 2 of them have retired. So honestly, I have no fucking clue. But we don't have business with them anymore.
I really the pirates that killed my crew. Do I know? Is there any definite answers I know with that?
I would
assume
say you do not know who really killed your crew. So
Ugh.
everything that is being said does not feel familiar. That you don't have any information on this, so
Skibbity toilet gatherers, Phantom Tax, made in Ohio, L. Oh,
so
anyway.
true. Future reference. It is the Great Gaia Forest now. That
Great
is it,
Gay
instead of the Gladrian Forest.
Yeah,
it's
what
one of
did
the-
I say? That's probably, words get stuck in
Yeah.
your mouth / head. Hemispheres.
But in your head you hear, a,
Arse of
you
no
you
head.
you fought a parrot, and what else did you say?
It was a parrot, a giant spider, some dogs that had turned into wolves. Oh yeah, these were all Byron's pets. Byron, one of the pirates we were tracking down, he had a bunch of pets. He had like a menagerie for some reason, of weird and exotic pets. But the Shadowfell corrupted them, turned the spider into a giant spider that had cannons on its legs. I'm pretty sure. There was a giant parrot. His dogs
Napoleon
turned into
shit.
wolves, and I think there was another thing. I want to say tortoise, but that doesn't sound quite right.
The corruption of the things around the Shadowfall portals is a trend, I believe. Around these portals generally take over the minds of the creatures of lesser intelligence in the space. So that seems to line up. However, you mentioned a suit of armor.
Yeah. Really quickly out of character, could it be canon that all the names of the old places were like what they were pre-Shadowfell, and then we went to the Shadowfell, and now even the names of places have changed. So I said Gladrian Forest because in my Valus it was Gladrian Forest, but now in this new Shadowfell time month skip fucked up world, it's changed to Gaia Forest.
Yes,
Is
we
that
shall.
canon?
We shall say that. We,
Epic.
And
So-
can I
so-
say, Wonder, I'm surprised you didn't take over.
that's
Okay, so good. Wait.
that would be something to note as well, just based on that. Jakob wouldn't
It
know
would-
what you're talking about. The Gladrian Forest. The Jakob's post all of this, so he's not seen previous timeline.
Yeah, Jakob wasn't born yet.
Jakob wasn't born yet. That's so true.
Wasn't even conceived.
Yeah. So alongside the suit of armor question, he will also say, What is this Gladrian Forest?"
It's the forest to the north, south. So the due never eat shredded. So
What-
the due
what?
west of Signator of Delectatio. The shit no it's what Signatora now or something. Where are we right now? Signatora, right?
Signatora. What are
Yeah,
you?
no. A couple weeks ago, that was Delectatio, and just to the west of us, there's the Gladrian Forest.
Surely the name is close enough to the new one. Or it's like, oh, you mean this? You fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Are you speaking of the Great Gaia Forest?
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, that was not to you. That was to the Shadowfell.
Okay. The
Arr.
suit of armor that you fought. Let's just go back to that.
Yes.
Uh,
We were hunting for Byron. Byron was in the Shadowfell. We followed him. I think a friend of his was kidnapped, or maybe I'm sorry, this is all really hazy, but either he was there was someone else in the Shadowfell who the suit of armor took. It corrupted Byron's pets. The pets then conspired with the suit of armor to take that person to sacrifice them for whatever reason. We managed to fight the pets in this weird throne room. Physics wasn't quite working. There were like pillars that were like not fully held together, and like parts of them were floating around. Like they looked like pillars, but they were broken apart, but like suspended in space, etc., etc. It was all weird. And then there was a suit of armor who was dead set on sacrificing some guy that we ended up saving. It was all yeah, it was weird. I don't believe I can tell you much about the suit of armor. But maybe my memory will be jogged if there is something important I am forgetting.
and then after you dealt with all of this, there was a month had passed.
Yeah, we got popped right back out. There was these new your fancy intercom system with oh, I always forget his name even though I bloody love him.
Felix Goodmar.
Goodbarrow. Yes, the Felix Goodmarrow. He did not exist a month ago, a couple weeks ago when it PS pre Shadowfell.
P.
Um,
Arr.
no, sorry, BS before Shadowfell. That's just pre and post. But regardless, I'm getting pedantic. He did not exist before Shadowfell. Some names were different. It's all weird. But we still like the actions we took a month ago, pre Shadowfell, whatever. They still happened because a buddy of mine took I say took the fall for me. They confessed to her own crimes that I took the fall for her for. I was supposed to go vouch for her.
Arr,
Give
is this when you
testimony.
blew up that police station?
You do not know this. Oh no,
I do.
the
It
media
was
is
in the
lying to you.
newspaper.
The media is lying to you. That's not. It's
I
not
recognize that scar on your face.
true. No, that wasn't from that. That was from B because he's a fuckhead.
Yes, but
Right,
me
right,
told me.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
we
Okay.
still existed pre Shadowfell. We still took actions. Those actions still progressed in our absence, but other things got fucky around us, like the
Alright.
names, like the intercom system, etc.
Okay, in terms of the time skip, I believe the same thing happens if you're traversing to the Feywilds. So, assuming the Feywilds and Shadowfell are counterparts, it might be a similar effect. In terms of the changes in things physically in the world, I do not know what that is. That is strange. I don't know. The intercom system has existed for most of the city's history. So
Arr, you
this-
might be in an alternate dimension, Vanda. I mean, oh wait, no, I'm in my head. Never mind.
Yeah, in a certain sense.
at the scene of this connection to the Shadowfell, it seems like you might have accidentally walked into the portal itself. Was there a gem left behind, a small black gem?
A small black gem. I don't believe so. However, this might be of interest to you. The Byron guy, he had one of my compatriots' swords, and the sword came out was like a part of him when he was like all covered in Shadowfell goo, and then when we woke up, the sword was also kind of skewy with Shadowfell goo. So I don't know if that's doing a similar thing to whatever this gem you're looking for is thing, but I do not recall a gem necessarily.
Okay. Here is the information I have to share with you.
Perfect.
What these portals are appearing because of what I call shadow seeds. Not a very creative title, but they are similar to seeds. They grow and fester. As they initially grow, they seem to corrupt everything around them. Eventually, they sprout into portals, and the creatures they corrupt seem to feed magic to the portal. If you're talking about sacrifice, it might be to do with magic. However, I'm not sure of how that works. The fact that you've been to the Shadowfell is in a in a strange way good news, meaning it is possible to return alive. So thank you for sharing the information you have. I would like to ask you in the future, would you be open to returning to the Shadowfell and investigating it on my behalf?
Yes, I would be happy to go. It sounds very cool.
Last time I went there, I lost a month of my life, and I like everything that's gone wrong for me went wrong. No, it went wrong since I met B. But
It went wrong since you were born.
Oi, Jacob, fuck off. Not talking to you. You don't know me. No, I cannot say I am most comfortable going back in that place. However, I can do you the next best thing. Does the name Torret Fizzlebraid ring any bells for you?
That is a name that I know.
How about Abel O'Hale? Because I happen to know two things of interest about those people.
There is, I would say, roll an insight for me.
An insight? Oh, with disadvantage because it's mental? Or...
No, this is you physically looking at the otter, because there is a physical reaction.
Did not make a difference.
There's hesitation as you say the name Abel. Like I would say like a passing recollection, but not a very deep recollection. I believe I've heard that name before. Although I'm unsure of how those two names relate.
Well, speaking of dark things, me and my buddies, well, me and my compatriots in Jakob, well, me and my compatriots, we went to the Underdark not too long ago, and while we were down there, we found some weird vegetation. Yeah, Jakob was there. That was me. I was wondering whether or not to call you a compatriot, call you a friend. I'm figuring it out still.
I would prefer if you separated me from the other degenerates.
Yeah, that's fair. Regardless, we went to the Underdark. We found some screwy fucking vegetation and stuff. So your shadow seed stuff might come from there. Sorry, out of order. There was a hut down there that a Torret Fizzlebraid was working in. He was doing alchemy things. He was looking for tuning forks between worlds. He was looking for tuning forks between worlds. He was trying to figure something out about like immortality or some shit. And he and someone called Abel O'Hale were working on like tuning forks to help bridge gaps between worlds and make it easier to get across, stabilize portals, whatnot. I don't know the specifics. A lot of the details were kind of lost to time, but they were fucking around down there. And one of the pillars, one of the three beacons, donated a great sword, a dark steel great sword that worked as a tuning fork for the Shadowfell. So they were doing something down there to do with it. And Abel O'Hale was also involved. And I happen to know that his wife, Catherine O'Hale, works at this very restaurant. So she may know something about something. So that two extra avenues for you to potentially consider. Hilva is Torret's granddaughter. She's fuck knows where, but she also might know some stuff about what her Gramps was up to. We recovered a folder for her that was full of her Gramps research. But yeah, I personally do not want to go to the Shadowfell again. I'm very sorry to let you down. Jakob, if you want to go, knock yourself out. I'll find some other way out of the city. But I do not want to go back there personally. But you know, if I'm not willing to go, there are other avenues for you to do your research. I apologize.
Yes, no worries. The journey to the Shadowfell will probably only happen once we figure out how to figure out traveling with the separation in time. I do not especially want to go to the Shadowfell and return 100 years later after the city has fallen to these portals.
I mean, who would? You seem like a smart man, Otto, but unfortunately, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know you. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you to be smart enough to figure that shit out. So,
Of
unfortunately, I'm
course.
happy to help you out, but I'm not willing to go any further. I'm
I
sorry.
will look into this turret and Hilvar Fizzlebraid as well as Darwin and Catherine O'Hale. I appreciate you for the information.
Ooh, who's Darwin? I don't
No,
know about
sorry,
Darwin. I know about
sorry.
Abel.
Abel. That's me
Okay,
misspeaking.
cool. That's
Or Daria.
That is me misspeaking. About the information that you requested. There has been a very tight ship on the movement of your equipment and everything that your party owns. The dagger was very... I wasn't able to acquire the dagger, but I know where it might be. The Lancers... The Lancers have been incredibly fast with dealing with your crimes. And they should soon be moving your stuff to what is a safer location. I have more information about this. We might have to meet again so I can properly give you the specific information about where you will need to go. But I believe in 3 days your equipment is being moved from the Adventurers Guild in the business sector here to a building in Venemagus called the Prison Research Institute.
Is that the place Takasha was?
That is the place Takasha was.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, thank you.
It will be
Okay.
moving further after that, but once it gets to the Institute, they have means of transporting it through teleportation. So
I see.
I can't imagine it'll be easy to acquire. We
Yes.
might have to meet again because at this point you guys would be getting into the shop after waiting so long.
Yeah.
The people that have that Otto mentioned, as well as the people opposing the street. As you look at, if you do like glance over, they are still there, but none of them have seemed to have noticed your presence as of yet. So you guys are inside the shop right now. Considering your history with the Shadowfell, I assume if you want any additional information about how that works, I will provide it. We will have to meet again and talk about your dagger.
Yes.
Once again, you can set a time and location. I will be there. Besides that, if I were in the position that you're in, I imagine you would like to get out of the city.
Yes, very much so. Oh,
I could probably provide some assistance with that. However, it depends on what you have planned for the future.
yes. This feels like a discussion to have at our next meetup. Because also, I have just gotten questions about the Shadowfell, but I definitely feel like they are for a later time. Actually, no. Hypothetically speaking, once you figure out the timey-wimey bullshit to do with the Shadowfell, is it possible to reverse engineer it and get me back where I came from? Like over a month ago?
I won't no, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of controlling the time shift between planes is not an easy task.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine.
So if I'm not saying it's not theoretically possible, but whether it can actually be achieved is a whole other question.
Understood. Because I tell you what, if you can figure out a way for it to even be theoretically possible, I will help you with your Shadowfell chicanery.
I will
But
keep that in mind.
yeah, but until then, I'm focused on my dagger, and I'm focused on getting the fuck out of here. But thank you very much, Otto.
As
You've been a
soon
star.
as soon as we get uh as soon as we get our amazing pies. We should part ways. I don't believe they have noticed us. So, unless unless you've had any trouble getting through the city, you should be able to walk out scot-free. I would,
Sure, we won't
however,
get-
Holy Scott.
acquire a more permanent disguise to the one that your friend is wearing.
Yeah.
And you look over to Jakob at this point, and Jakob looks completely different. Jakob currently looks like more akin to a gnome. Uh,
What?
his body is shifted. It doesn't feel different, Jakob, but visually you look very different to what you did before.
Why are you looking at me weird, Simon? Ow.
I will not
I assume I
comment
don't
that.
know I don't know that I've changed.
Yeah, you've
'cause I
not
don't
you've
feel-
not you've not noticed it, but Wanda has at this point.
I will not acknowledge it straight away, and I'll just be like,
Yeah.
thank you, Otto.
Yeah, in your
Yeah,
head, he'll
thanks
just be
again.
like, that will last probably another 50 minutes.
Oh, poison. Plenty of time
Um,
to get another disguise.
Yes. At this point, you make it to the front of the shop, the actual counter. And behind the counter is a large Minotaur figure.
My angel.
There's a he is wearing. I think Gustabon would be wearing very tight, like, chef clothing, because I don't think it would really fit him perfectly, just because of how muscular he is.
Yes.
Uh, sorry, I'm thinking about things. Yeah. At
Yeah,
the
right.
no, it's just I forgot a password. I was trying to remember what it was.
Oh, okay.
Gustabon stands behind the counter, friendly as usual, but Wanda, you notice there is he's rushing. Gustabon usually relishes in his work, but he seems to be in a bit of a rush as he's dealing with customers, trying to, like, as you were talking to Otto in your mind, noticing that he was kind of moving people and getting people out of the shop as fast as possible, which isn't strange for some of the other employees here. The shop is very busy, and so to keep up with that, people they try to get people moving as fast as possible. But Gustabon usually kind of talks to the people he's working with, and as you kind of approach the counter, your group of three approach the counter, he kind of leans over the glass like display of the various pies that are sold here. That are constantly shifting off the shelves as people are ordering more and more, peering over the countertop and casting a bit of a shadow on the three of you. You see Gustabon, and he says, "Oh, welcome to my God, I forgot his voice. Jesus. Welcome to my shop. What would you like?"
Oh wait. Do your finest, please.
All
That's
of
just for me.
all of
Do I have a gnome voice now, by the way?
No, your voice is still the same.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we have many of the finest pies in the city, so is there any are there any specific flavors that you enjoy, my friend?
Give me one of your sweetmeats and one of your honeyed apricots.
Of course, of course. And how about the rest of you? Are you looking for anything in particular, my gnomish friends and my and an otter?
Can I look in the glass of the thing and see?
Yes, you would see your reflection at this point.
I'd like to. I'm gonna shake it over and go. And then I realize what's happened. I'd be like, I've got to put on a gnomish
Oh,
accent.
are you okay, my
I'd be like,
friend?
I would just like a meat pie and some water, please.
that
This guy's got a
can
high voice. Let's bully him into silence. This makes his character feel insecure.
Hey,
that
I didn't do that.
Boo!
that can be arranged. And does the otter eat pies? And you say that, and the moment you do, Otto does just like Otto starts floating, to like match Gustabon's height. So they're looking eye to eye, and it's like, of course I eat pies, my friend. What are you talking about? I'm not. I'm a sophisticated otter. I
Sorry,
don't.
he's a weird dog.
Anyway,
Now it's typing.
I would like a meat pie as well, please. And water would be appreciated, same as my gnomish friend. Uh, my brain just shut off. What's his name? Gustabon. There you go.
Just about.
Oh yes, of course. Is that all for the three of you?
Yes.
That'll be all. Yes, thank you.
That will be 2 silver, please.
It's like, Alvin,
Total
you got
orange.
this one. I got it. You got that one, you got
Total.
Oh, why? But of course. I forget how reasonably priced your wares are, and I'll put 3 silver on the table, paying for all of this.
Oh,
You got
thank
next
you.
one, Alvin.
Thank you, thank you.
My
Those will
name's
be
Simon.
those will be ready in a moment. If you just wait to the side, it will be out in less than a minute.
But of course, you look like you've been having a rough day. Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah, very very busy today. Right, next.
Does he turn his back at any point to like shout to another staff member or to like check on a pie or something or anything like that?
Yeah, as you go to wait to the side of the shop, Gaspon, for a moment deals with the next customer
I'm gonna stab him.
and does, he would eventually, like, turn around and kind of just, look at the other people at the front desk currently and also kind of, look into, like, the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, at any point when his back is turned, preferably after we've got our goods, I would like to I want to slip my letters to him and Catherine on the desk on the counter before making our way out the shop.
Yeah. How I have imagined that Gustabon's shop works is that there are 2 doors, one for entering and exiting, just to manage
Yeah.
like the flow of people.
Yeah.
So you're waiting to the side, and you put your note down, and one of the other staff members, you know who they are. It's just I would say a younger elven boy. Just kind of walks over with 2 of your pies, and then the other 2 after. And then cups of water.
Yeah. I mean,
Puts them on the countertop. As you place the letter down, you hear the door swing open to the shop, not the exit door open to the shop, and you see a group of 3 lancers walking with a buff-looking dwarven person, the same dwarven person that that punched you in the face before, Wanda, and is pointing to Jakob. I believe that's him. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
No.
I look completely different. What?
True.
Oh,
He's the gnome.
that is the case, but you are the same, right?
Yep.
I'm the dwarf that he punched.
Okay, so correction, my bad. Forgot you shifted form.
Why is
But
it
would
just these 3 guys?
but the dwarven would at this point see the gnome and be like would be confused, but would see you and be like,
What would confuse him about a gnome? I'm allowed to be here.
Because when you entered the line, you were a dwarf, so he probably saw us entering the shop. as Jakob and Dwarf.
Yeah.
now
So yeah, he was walking and is like, that's him, pointing to the gnome, and being like, wait, hold on a second, but I saw him.
Clearly, your officer is clearly insane.
They all
He's the roughest looking guy in the
That's
whole fucking
yeah.
town.
That one was with him. That one was with him. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Okay.
God, this guy's a loony.
No!
Don't worry, we're just gonna gas